Mastering is the part of the production that every producer wants to master, and it can be a difficult thing or an easy one, because I'm gonna show you a new plugin that is gonna make this so simple. After 10 years of AI mastering research, Lander decided to release the new Lander mastering. When you open the plugin, it looks like this. What you need to do is to just play your song. What this is gonna do is listen to your song and analyze it. Analyze the EQ, the compression, the loudness, the width, all of that, and it's gonna apply a mastering depending on your song. So for example, if your song needs more brightness, it's gonna add more brightness. Oh, and I'm giving away a mastering to one of the first 100 comments they see in this video. It takes less than a minute and you have your mastering done. Just listen to it. This simple, you have your song mastered. Of course, you have a lot of control, as you can see, to change the things. Because even if this applies what it thinks is the best mastering for your song, maybe you have other preference. Maybe you want a warmer sound, or maybe you want it wider or more bass or whatever. So well, I have now the balance, but if we click on warm, you're gonna see that obviously it sounds warmer. Also, you have the open, that what it does is make it wider, but for this I'm just gonna choose the balance. Now I can touch a bit the EQ. For example, I want a bit warmer sound, but not that much as the warm one. So what I'm gonna do is maybe boost a bit the mids. I think with these small changes it sounds a bit better. Now here, for example, you have the presence. But this boosting is the presence area, and this is so nice, because maybe sometimes you want a louder track but you cannot get it because if you boost it more it starts distorting. So the trick is to boost the presence area, and this way you're gonna have better LUFS value, because for your ears it's gonna seem like it's louder. For this particular song I don't think it's needed, or maybe just a little bit. I like to always have it at the max and then reduce it, so this way I know what frequency is boosting. You also have the ESR, maybe if it's needed for your track. If you go down below, you have the stereo field. You can make it focus or more narrow or wider. As you can see with this bar, you cannot see a lot of change. But why? First, because the plugin already applied a bit of width when it mastered for you the song. Second, because if you want a wider track, maybe you can use the open style. But third, because they think that if you need to make your song really wide, maybe it's better to go to the mixing and solve it there. Remember that mastering is especially for subtle changes. If you need to apply a lot of EQ and a lot of compression, so it's better to go back to the mixing and solve it there. It will sound way better. And talking about compression, it also has a dynamic section. With the compression, you just compress more your song. With the character, you're gonna change the type of compression. If you have a lower one, you're gonna have a faster and more punchy compression with a high ratio and a hard knee. But if you increase it, you're gonna have a softer compression with longer attack. I'm just gonna leave it as it was. And then something really useful is the saturation. The saturation has a kind of analog recreation, and the saturation actually is really useful in mastering if you need to get a bit fatter and fuller sound, because basically you can add more frequencies, some harmonies to the frequencies that you already have, and the more frequencies, the fuller sound you have. Last but not least, you have here the loudness section. You have the mount if you want to make it louder, you have here the meter, and here you have the LUFS, and this is so useful. Let's check the song right now. -9 LUFS is not bad, but for example, in electronic music, at least the genres I do, and for this particular song, I want it to be way louder. I want to be around -6 LUFS, or if I can reach -5, better. So I'll just increase the amount. Here starts distorting. Maybe come back a little bit so this way I'm safer. But as you can see, it's so easy to master. Why it takes you 1 minute, 2 minutes to master your song and it sounds good? For me, it would be nice that the equalizer maybe is a parametric EQ, or that at least it has a low cut and a high cut. But I mean, there's no problem. You just can add an EQ before that, where you use a low cut, a high cut, and maybe you look for the resonance, and then you apply this mastering. It's this simple. But now, is it really that good? Now I'm gonna compare this mastering that took me 1 minute, 2 minutes to make, with the mastering I did already to this song that is taking my time, that I needed to use way more plugins and took me way more time. So well, here we have the master with the Lander mastering plugin, and here I have the mastering I did. Actually, right now I think the Lander one sounds better, or at least sounds a bit cleaner and brighter. But I don't know, let me know in the comments which one do you think is better or which one do you prefer. And nothing else, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Now you know a new mastering way to master your songs. Now below in the description you have the link to go and get this plugin if you want to. And nothing else. See you in the next video.